Yeah, welcome to Bad Mind TV. Today we've got a guest, and his name is Hydro from Bermuda, and he currently lives in the ghetto in Birmingham, which is, in the ghettos. I'm not gonna give out his location, but he's in the ghetto, and obviously he's come from another ghetto. He came from Bermuda kind of ghettos, and he's come here now. Obviously, made his life here, whatever, and I've wanted to ask him today what he thinks of Birmingham's ghettos compared to the ghettos where he came from. What is the struggle here? What struggles does he face here that's different to the struggles that he came from? What challenges? What are the benefits, the pros and the cons? So what's the pros of my ghetto and the cons of my ghetto? So big up Hydro, Wagwan. Nice to meet you. Introduce yourself, you know.
Wagwan, everybody.
Yeah,
it's
man.
Your boy Starboy Hydro.
That's right.
Wagwan. You already know. But, you know, like, Birmingham, hey, your country is different, you know.
Yeah.
But, like, when it comes to, like, all the gangsters and all that out there, they're alright.
Yeah.
But then what I believe is, like, when I used to live in Solihull,
Yeah.
that was the first type of men that I actually got to, like, you know.
Okay, so Solihull, yeah, like, they're not gangsters
like over here.
They don't bang.
They
don't bang.
Yeah.
But they're alright, they're good lads, but they don't bang. They
It's
make
all
their
white
money.
boys, but it's all good. But it's like, when I was over there, them lot, they were trying to be like how I see the Birmingham guys trying to be. They're trying to get the peace, trying to be all up front and everything about it. But it was, what I saw was that everyone was beefing with each other.
Yes.
Even in their own crew.
Yeah.
So it's like, when one guy's selling over here,
Yes.
one man's getting me, yo bro,
Like
why
how
you
you're
selling on my
talking,
turf?
bro. I like how you're talking, bro. That's what I needed.
But it's like, why you beefing with your own boys?
That's right. That's
It
right.
didn't make sense to me.
Yeah, that's
and
right.
I used to try and teach these like, yo, you guys, you're all in the same group,
Yeah.
or a part of Solihull or whatnot, in the same gang. So it's like, if one guy's got something good, the other guy's gonna have something good, and you're all selling to the same people. So it's like, if his got something good, you take his shit.
Yeah.
And you sell that. You buy it from him. You sell his shit.
All right. So
And
what
then,
happens where you come from then? How does that? How does the economy? Let's call that the economy of the hood. That's the black economy, yeah, the street economy. So we can say that's the economics here, where it's everybody's like bite back, stabbing their back together. Where you spotted that. I didn't tell you that. You've seen it yourself.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say, all right then. If that's here, what's it like where you come from? What's the hood like where you're from? Then isn't that the same?
It's the same, but it's more crazier only because we have more guns.
Yes, and less
like,
laws.
Don't get me wrong.
No.
England has guns too.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
with Bermuda, the government bring the guns in, just like out here. But the government's
they
corrupted.
offload them. They land them.
Very
They
corrupted.
place them where they need to put them. Yeah.
To the point, like right now, it's even a thing where the government's been paying either the youngins, or the guys who wanted to be on top in the gangs, to take out guys now.
Yeah.
So now it's just corruption all over.
Corruption.
It's just pure corruption.
Okay, so we don't really have corruption that's blatant like that here. Obviously, as you've seen, we corrupt ourselves, I suppose, innit?
Yeah.
So back to your point, what you said about the backbiting, because that's a big thing, you know. That's part of where the journey. I'm gonna go with the community, as in there is no loyalty, even when you're in a gang where you're supposed to protect each other.
Exactly.
You get me? I didn't fully embrace certain things and embraced others. You know what I'm saying to you? And so with the gang thing now, or the groups, let's just call them groups of people. Let's just call them groups of friends. We go out there and they're backing each other. You get me? Because the gang word, that's a government word still.
Yeah.
You get me? So let's just say a group. You get me? A gathering of people. And obviously, everyone's making their money. Yeah. And this is what it is when you make money in groups. Because if I'm making more money than you, you're going to look at me and say, hold on, how come my line's not making as much?
Exactly.
Rather than try and learn from the brother and ask him, it's a simple question, you know, what are you doing? And he say, yo, I do this to make my money. I say, all right then. And try and take a little effort from that and play it into yours and see if, you know, like that.
Yeah.
But no, man's going to watch you and think, yo, I want that chain. Rather than make the money to get the chain, he's going to watch your chain.
Exactly.
He's going to watch your car. He's going to watch your yard. He's going to, you know what I'm saying? Because
that's the type of shit we have in Bermuda still to this day. Because when I first moved out there, when I moved to Birmingham, for say, my missus was basically telling me, like, no one even worries about chains like that no more.
Yes.
But if you go to Bermuda, Soon as you have on a big flashy thing.
Yeah.
Soon as they catch you by your ones,
yes,
that's when they get you.
Yeah.
Cause I'm like one of my cousins, he was just in town one day, going out clubbing with all his mates.
Yes.
And then next thing you know, guys ran up on him because they see his chain. He had two, just the rope chain, just two rope chains on, not even a pendant. Just snatched it.
Yeah.
No diamond or nothing, just a nice gold chain.
Yeah, just looking a little something in it.
It's like niggas are just, they're too hungry for stuff that they can't afford.
Alright. I can't be a hypocrite on my channel. I never came here to be a hypocrite. When I've done the scumbag behavior.
Yeah.
I call it scumbag now.
Yeah.
Because I've grown up, you know what I mean? I call it scumbag now, but yeah, I may have done certain things, shiny things, and thought, yo, and rare. So I can never be a hypocrite and say, oh, yeah, man, them kind of man. Yeah. I may have been that brother there if you got your things on, bruv. Exactly. So I can't say, listen to what I'm saying to you. I may have been that guy, yeah. Once upon a time, no more. Yeah, but yes, I'm saying now I see people's things and I admire and say that's a nice chain, and I don't actually think like that no more. But I used to think, yeah, man, look at that there star, yo, you get me? If I put on that now, that girl there, I used to think of things, and if you look at things like that, I think, yo, I can put that on a girl's neck and all them things there. You get me? Yep. So yeah, it's a bit but hear what now? We've grown up, and obviously this is where we can talk about it openly and have these conversations. You get me?
Exactly.
So on your point, back to your point, because it's a strong point still. It's the point of the day. So, the pros and the cons, and so what are the pros of here then? What's the pros of my hood?
The pros? What I like about you guys, about England, even though some men are like, they want to be to themselves, everyone's still, with one another.
You think so?
Yeah, compared to Bermuda.
In what way, bro?
In, like, say for instance, like, so say if some man ain't got something, it's like they're going, like, say for instance, if a man's not got food, and he can't do nothing, to make his own money, I like how out here guys can go to the brethren or even some other guys, not all the time though, but some other guys, and go get something from, and they'll help them out. And I've seen that. That's the best part. I've actually seen where a guy needs something, he's going to a guy who he don't know at all, and this was over Hemsworth. And then the guy actually started helping them out and everything.
Okay.
And he didn't. And there was a thing where I've seen it back home. You have to pay that nigga back. You gotta pay that nigga.
You pay what you owe, man.
But this guy, he just let him take it and said, when you get back on your feet, then you could give me that shit back whenever you want. That's what I like about the UK. The UK, even though they still try and fight by their own, they still help out in a way. And that's what I like about you guys. That's what I like about the UK hood guys. It's more like you're giving.
See, if you spotted something positive from Birmingham, love that. You get me? Because I always think that people always say, oh, Brummies. You get me? Have you been out of town, other areas in this country? Like,
I've been Sheffield, been London. I used to live Lem.
Okay, but you're not living as a Brummie when you go them places that you say you're from Bermuda, and obviously, okay, so you don't really know about the Birmingham badge. So alright, say we go out of town right now, straight away people spot that's a Brum man, just from the swag, and then when you talk, they know, could be on your phone on the high street, are you from Birmingham? And instantly what they'll say to you, oh, you Brum man. And they'll say something negative like, oh, you Brum man are problems, man, or the girls, you chat up a girl, oh, you from Brum? I ain't chatting to you, man. You from Brum? You like that shit. We get that regular.
Cause what my girlfriend was telling me about that, cause I witnessed that shit on some fucking video the African shit that's out. No, the African guys that are in London that do that little podcast thing like this. They be saying shit like that. And my thing is like, I don't get it sometimes. Cause it's like, yo, you're basically just, if
this ain't alcohol, this is Supermo. I don't want no one to think that I'm drinking alcohol in there. If you look at that still, this is a non-alcoholic, like a what black people kind of drink. It's full of vitamins, like vitamin B. It's got no alcohol. Carry on, brother.
So where was we just now? We was
you saying about the differences, what you like about out here and about out there.
So it's like, out here you guys are more one with everyone. Back home, it's only like that when you're with your gang or with your group. So everyone's not really, everyone don't want to help each other back home. They want to just be on the ones. They want to just do for them.
Yes.
Compared to out here, everyone helps one another out.
Yeah.
And that's what I like about that.
Yeah.
But back home, it's a dog-eat-dog world in Bermuda.
But it is, I think it's a bit like that here, man. Like, it is a bit, you know, it is, man. Like, especially if you're a man who has things, you know, like nice stuff and that. I've always felt like one of the biggest stresses you can have is protecting what you have. Yeah, especially if you like nice things, like you say about your people, your chain, and other things. You have to protect what you have. Yeah. And that's one of the biggest things. I don't believe what anyone says. If you ain't got a name, or even related to somebody with a name, or got a brethren who's a madman, or something like that. So, because what it is, I've noticed, you see if a man's eyeing up your things, the first thing he does is he checks with someone about you. And he says, yo, who's my man over there? Now, what you need is that person to be able to say, oh, yeah, man, is about that, or is my man's people, or is rare. That can lessen the something. Because even if I inquire, if I say, oh, his cousin something, and I know the cousin, they say, all right, then cool. Or I know the brethren, all right, cool. Or even if I don't know the brethren, but I know the brethren's active and him in par, then I can say, all right, then cool. But otherwise, if you don't have that, then you're kind of at risk, and it's kind of a bad deal because you might work for your things and have your things. But you know what I'm saying. So I think one of the biggest stresses in this city here is if you're gonna live in the ghettos and you've got things and you ain't known, you could be relieved of handling your things. You get me?
That's how. Cause I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if you see me when I've came up to the shop to you. Sometimes when I walk around the hood, I wear my chains and stuff.
Yes.
But the only reason I do that, I'm not from out here, so I don't really worry about people watching me and all that, and no one knows me. So it's like they're not gonna be like, yo, who's that guy?
No one don't.
And they don't know where I be.
No one doesn't know you, and that's another thing that can protect you when no one doesn't know. I suppose when no one knows you, that's another thing because. If you don't project yourself out there and push up yourself in people's circles, then people can become familiar with you. Then over familiarity, there's a saying, you know, over familiarity breeds contempt. So see, if you get to know someone a bit too quickly, a bit too fast, and a bit too much, you can breed contempt. Contempt is like negativity can form from that too quick to form a relationship with people. You just take your time, you get me? Especially in the hood, you cannot run up because it can be seen as, all right, then let me see. So I've seen man be robbed here because my man says, yo, go on, brother, you man good. And man, I've looked at man and gone, does anyone know my man? Nah. And then man said, no. Oh, come here. And then, yo, phone's gone, his little something there, little this, that's gone. You get me? Just from saying hello, bro. Damn. You get me? And that's when I realised that, wow, you have to vicious out, You gotta look, because the man just politely said, yo, I've seen that happen about 6 times in my life. But the man's going, yo, go on, you man, you good? And the man's gone, yo, you know my man. So that means you're being robbed for saying hello, brother. So yeah, it is like that. But I'm glad that you can see positives from my community.
I've seen that side too, but that was when I was in Solihull. Like when I moved, bro, I started seeing it more. But I don't see it no much because I'm not out as much as I used to no more. I don't go out like that. But when I was out, like when I left Solihull, that was the first time like I've seen someone. Because when I was back home, I've seen someone get stabbed up when I was real younger. I got traumatized from that where I was having dreams about the person getting stabbed up or the people that were with me, like my little cousin. So I had to get counseling for that. But when I moved out here in Solihull, walking through the the alleyway by the hospital, going with these guys, going and play one bounce, one touch at someone's yard. Men them saw 2 guys sitting on the bench in the alley. They rushed them like. They pulled out swords and knives and stabbed up these guys in front of me. I'm there holding the football. Thinking we're about to go play ball. I see my men them just go and try and rush these, like stab them up. I'm like, bro, what is really going on? I thought we were supposed to go playing ball, not trying to kill people. But it was like, that's when I was like, you guys don't care about shit. Like, you guys are just attacking guys because they're in your hood. Which I never understood that. Even back home, I never understood why you rushing someone out of the hood just because they're there.
Alright, there's always a hood bully. Like Friday.
Always.
Like you had mine. There's always a hood bully. There's always a hood bully.
Always a hood bully.
But we always know what happens to them in the end. We always know what happens to them in the end. They have a good run. You hear me? They have a good run, but they never really fully I got one, brother. Respect, man. They never fully really. It doesn't get them anywhere. Do you get me? They never really touch any greatness. You get what I'm saying to you? But yeah, like I mean, even back to the point where he says, so you've lived here now. How long you been here?
Probably 9, almost 10 years now.
10 years. Okay, so you definitely know England.
Yeah.
You definitely 100%.
Like I know it, but not like that yet. Like I've been out here for so long, but I still don't know the ins and out. Like that's why I let my girl show me, because she's from her. She's lived there. She's from small.
So that's like your guide. She's like your guide here. Yeah, she's your guide.
And then once I meet people, then they help me as well. Like,
yeah.
So like when I first moved to this area,
the
people who I used to like chill with at one point were the guys over Dudley roadside, the men them over there, but those were like the Somalian guys.
Yes.
But they're cool.
Yeah.
They're not rough and all that, but when
but they're Muslim though, innit?
Yeah.
And you're not Muslim. Are you Muslim? No, you're not Muslim. So obviously, I know about them fractions these days. It helps when you can say yes, assalamu alaikum wa alaikum salam. So I get you. So how was that then? How was that?
With them, they were cool, but then it was like